I let my girlfriend's family mock me in Japanese for an entire meal, then shocked them with one sentence. I'd been dating Yuki for 6 months when she finally invited me to Sunday dinner with her family. My hands were sweating because this girl meant everything to me, and family approval was her world. Just warning you, she said, gripping the steering wheel. They can be protective, and they speak Japanese at home, so don't take it personally if they seem cold. I nodded, my stomach in knots. What she didn't know? Japanese was my first language. I'm half Japanese through my mom, but I inherited every single one of my Irish dad's genes. Pale skin, light eyes, the works. People see me and assume white guy, and honestly, sometimes it's been easier to let them. The Tanaka house hit me like a warm hug. Keiko's cooking filled the air. Multiple generations chatted everywhere. Yuki's mom greeted me with a polite bow and formal smile. Nice to meet you, she said in careful English. The pleasure is mine, Tanaka-san. That's when I caught it. The second I turned to her dad, I heard Keiko whisper to Yuki's aunt, Kono gaijin wa nagai koto wa nai desu yo. This foreigner won't last long. Game on. For the next hour, I smiled politely while they served me passive aggression. English to my face, Japanese when they thought I couldn't understand, and they were brutal. Mite kono gaijin, Yuki's grandmother said, passing rice. Look at this foreigner, so pale and weak-looking. Kare wa hashimoto kaenai, her uncle muttered. He can't even hold chopsticks properly. No manners. Tommy, enjoying the food? Yuki's cousin asked sweetly, then whispered, Tabun nani wo tabete iruka mo wakaranai. He probably doesn't know what he's eating. I gritted my teeth but stayed quiet. Be polite. Don't cause a scene. Kono hito wa totemo boreda, Keiko said, refilling my tea. This person is so rude. Doesn't even try to learn our customs. Nihon no bunka wo baka ni shite iru ni chigainai, the aunt added. He's probably making fun of Japanese culture. Every comment was a small cut, but I kept my mouth shut. Yuki tried including me, switching languages, looking frustrated as conversations kept drifting to rapid Japanese that shut me out. Then her dad talked to Yuki's brother like I was invisible. Kore ga daigaku ni iku musume tachi ni okoru koto da, he said. This is what happens when daughters go to universities. They bring home gaijin, who will never understand us. Yuki wa hontu ni baka da, the brother replied. Yuki is truly being stupid, dating someone who doesn't speak our language. How can there be real love without communication? My jaw clenched. Kanojo wa jibun no jinsei wa muda ni shite iru, Keiko added. She's wasting her life on someone who can't even talk to her family. My chest burned. I'd taken insults about my appearance, my manners, my culture, but calling Yuki stupid for loving someone? That crossed every line. Then Yuki's 8-year-old niece came running up, tears streaming, knee scraped. Tommy ojisan itai, koronjata no, chigadete iru, Uncle Tommy, it hurts. I fell. There's blood. That's when I decided I was done being polite. I scooped her up and spoke in fluent Japanese. Daijubu, misete, taishipita koto nai kedo, kirei ni shu. Every conversation stopped. Chopsticks froze midair. I carried her to the kitchen, my voice carrying back as I cleaned her scrape. Obachan ga itsumo ite ita no, kazoku no kisu ga ichiban yoku naosute. The silence was deafening. When I returned, 15 pairs of eyes stared at me like I'd risen from the dead. Itsu kara ni hongo wo hanashite iru no, her father whispered. I looked him straight in the eye. Umareta toki kara, since I was born. Keiko's face went white. Ya, kite ita no ka. Then you heard. Zenbu, everything. I switched to perfect Japanese. I heard how I'm just another weak, pale gaijin with no manners, how I can't use chopsticks, how I'm making fun of your culture. But what hurt most was hearing you call the woman I love stupid for choosing me. Complete silence. My name is Jacob Yamamoto O'Connor. My mother is Yamamoto Michiko from Kyoto. I was raised speaking both languages, spent summers with my obachan, and yes, I know authentic Japanese culture. Yuki's grandmother stood up, tears streaming. Tommy-kun, gomen nasai. I'm so sorry. I stayed quiet to show respect, I continued. Even when you talked about me like furniture, even when you questioned whether I could truly love Yuki, the little niece tugged my shirt. Tommy Oji-san, tell them about Obachan's garden. I looked around the table, then at Yuki, who was staring like she'd never seen me before. Maybe another time, I said softly. I kissed Yuki's forehead. I'm going home. You have family business to handle. 2 days later, her dad called. Jacob-kun, we owe you an apology. Come back this weekend? Keiko wants to make her Obachan's katsu. Only if you keep speaking Japanese. I'm dying to tell you about the time my Obachan chased door-to-door salesmen with a bamboo broom. That weekend, the niece introduced me as Tommy Oji-san, who speaks 2 languages and tells the best stories. Her grandmother cried when she realized my Japanese was more formal than her grandchildren's.